Hello everyone and welcome back to Mamas at Home. And today we are in the kitchen because we are getting ready to make a purple juice. Here I have red cabbage or purple cabbage, beets, carrots, and then over here we have lemon, apple, and some pears. So today is the first day of my 75 soft challenge, which I will do a separate video on. But as of lately, I've been feeling really bloated, inflamed, just uncomfortable, and I don't like it. So as of right this second, I'm actually on a dry fast, meaning I haven't had any water or anything to eat in maybe about 16-ish hours. And I wanted to break my fast with a really good juice. And then I also had some other things in the refrigerator. So I was like, I might as well go ahead and add my beet, carrot, and then just for a little bit of sweet, because I'm trying to cut back on the amount of fruit that I use in my juices, I just went with green apple and pear as they're not super sweet. So let's go ahead and get started. So if you are new here, this is the Nama J2 juicer that I am currently using. As you can see, we have our dry pulp coming out on the right side, which you can save and turn into a powder, or you can also freeze it and add it to smoothies. And then over here we have our juice coming out, and then you can also see what it looks like on the inside. So cabbage juice, as well as with the beets and carrots, improves your gut health. It helps to boost your immune system, fights inflammation, aids in healthy bones, combats chronic disease. It's high in vitamin A, which is great for your skin, your vision, as well as your eyes, and it makes it easy for the body to absorb vitamins and minerals. This particular juice is also good in aiding weight loss, helps to balance hormones. It's also really good for detox, and as a woman, beets are really good for promoting healthy reproductive system, especially when it comes to coming close to your cycle, and also helps you during your cycle. Now, this particular produce does not yield a ton of juice, but I was fully aware of that. So I'm not aiming towards a really high yield of juice. My goal is to get as many nutrients as possible in the little bit of juice that I do have. Now, the Nama J2 does fairly well when it comes to not clogging, but for whatever reason, when it comes to cabbage, it tends to get stuck a little more. So when you have things like cabbage or leafy greens, you want to make sure you kind of put the heavier fruits on top to weigh it down a bit, which will kind of push it through to keep it from getting stuck. Might have did one too many. I'll let it go down a little bit and then add some more. So a couple weeks ago, I had actually just came off of doing like a 40-day sugar fast, and my appetite had greatly reduced. I was feeling amazing. And then for whatever reason, I decided that I wanted to reintroduce sugar into my diet. And from that point, my appetite skyrocketed. I literally could not stop eating. And then I noticed that I had gained really quickly like 7 pounds. So I said, absolutely not. We're going to do a hard stop. I'm going to do a dry fast, give my body a chance to kind of reset and kind of purge out everything I've been putting in it. And then we're going to start all over again. Because the one thing about a wellness journey that I am learning, in the past, I would make a mistake and then I would just give up on myself. And I've decided not to continue to do that. And then if I do slip up, it's okay to just start back over again. So I'm starting back over. And I typically start over with a juice, but this time I'm actually partnering with a fast. And then I'm doing my 75 soft challenge, which is 75 days of adhering to a certain set of rules for yourself. So generally, people typically do like a certain amount of water a day, 45-minute exercise a day, reading 10 pages of a book, clean eating, and then I guess some people only do alcohol if they're, going to an outing or whatnot, but I'm not going to do any alcohol at all. I will do a video on my 75 soft challenge after the first 7 days, and I'll also show you guys my spreadsheet because I actually put all of it in a spreadsheet so I can keep track of everything that I need to do every single day. As much as I want to lose a certain amount of weight, more than anything, I want to make sure that my body is healthy. And this is kind of my first stop to doing that. And then I actually made me and the littles, we have baked chicken, carrots, great northern beans, and then some brown rice for dinner, because just as I'm trying to eat more whole foods, I also want them to eat more whole foods as well. So that's what I'm doing right now. I am multitasking. We're juicing. When they get off the bus, dinner will already be ready. Laundry is getting done. And there's a few other things I'm working on upstairs, kind of all at the same time. Just trying to be more productive and get more done and do a little bit better at multitasking, because it's not something I'm that great at. So yeah, that is where we are as we're at this second. And for the little bit that's left, what I like to do, though I'll turn it on, I like to leave it on as the rest of the juice comes out, just to make sure that I got everything out. And then now that I'm done, I'll just take this part off, pop this in the sink so that I can wash it out. These are actually really easy to wash, but I'm gotten in the habit of just taking it off immediately, sticking it in the sink, and then as soon as I'm done, I'll go ahead, get it cleaned off, and then set on a drying mat so that it can air dry. Go in with the last of our juice. And then you can also strain it. I might not, just because it's a little bit more fiber if I don't, so I won't strain it. And that is what we have. Here is our pretty pulp, which you can save and make into a powder. Like I can turn it into like a beet and cabbage powder and then use it in my smoothies and whatnot. There's actually a lot of different recipes for pulp. I will have to get into those too. And there you have it. Here are our juices. Now, I did end up getting a little over 2.5 bottles, which works well for me for this. I'll actually be doing a watermelon juice here soon, which yields a whole lot more juice. So stay tuned for that video as well. But that's gonna be about it. I'm gonna go ahead and stick these in the fridge to chill. I now have dinner on the stove. I'm actually gonna pop it in the stove just to keep it warm, because I have about an hour before my little's off the bus, and a load of clothes that is currently calling my name in the dryer. So I'm gonna go tend to those, because mama is trying to stay productive and trying to stay on her feet. So thank you guys for joining me. If you have any particular juices you want to see, any kind of recipes or any ideas, do not hesitate to let me know. As well as if you have any questions, definitely drop them down in the comments below. Do not forget to like and subscribe before you go. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you all next time. Bye.